everybody, Robbie here. Welcome back to Kaboomsec. So, are you ready to blow up some bad security? Today we're going to do another daily bug force challenge. This time we're going to do it with the copypasta web application. Now, this one's going to be really fun because we're going to look for broken access control. So, let's go ahead and tear apart this crazy app and let's get started. Alright, so here we are at the copypasta web app. So this one's kind of fun. So you're able to kind of create your own snippets, code snippets. So this is really useful. So one thing we need to do to really kind of test the lay of the land is we're going to create some sort of script. It doesn't need to be anything interesting, just whatever, right? So we're just going to go for it. All right. So now, we have the web request for this. So now what we really need to do is we need to do two things. First off, we need to kind of look and enumerate if we have any other users and how we can view those users, right? So one thing let's go ahead and look through the public repository. We do see a few people. We see things like Pythonista, Coder123, web dev, all this stuff. Okay, so one thing that we should do is we should maybe kind of take a look at one profile just to kind of see what we can look inside the web app. So here we can see, this person's web dev, all this stuff looks pretty great. So now let's take a look. How can we view this person's information? So one thing we can do is we can actually go into our own profile and just view our profile. All this is going to do is it's going to reveal a bunch of information about us. So we see that actually the endpoint is Kaboomsec1. So that's kind of telling, right? So we kind of know some information and it kind of tells us our user ID, our name, everything, right? So really, really important. And also, we can kind of go back and we can look through all these different web snippets and say, okay, this is what people are making, right? So for us, what we're going to do is we're going to actually change this. We're going to take this into replay and we're going to change this to web dev. We want to kind of enumerate this person and see what information we can find. So that should be pretty easy. So we should be able to say, okay, here's web dev. Boom. Okay, so now we have his username, email, full name. Well, that's kind of bad. And a ID. And his code snippet is 5. So these are good information to be aware of. So now what we need to do is we need to go back into our snippet and let's delete it. So we can try to use like the correct web request to delete everything so we can prove that we have broken access control. So let's go ahead and delete this. All right, so that should pop up as a new web request. So let's take a look. Okay, so we do see that my snippet was deleted and was snippet 9. So what we're going to do now is if we go back to replay, we're going to actually see if we can delete the web dev's information. So if we go back, we can see, okay, his snippet was number 5. So ours was 9. So all we got to do is just change it from a 9 to a 5, and then it should delete. Okay, so it looks like we were able to successfully delete that, and we do see the bug. Okay, so as proof of concept, let's go ahead and go back to the public repository and see if everything was deleted. As you can see, it was deleted. So that's kind of telling that this is real. So we do have true broken access control. So guys, if I were to rate this as a CVS score, I would rate it out of 9, just because we are able to delete someone else's information, enumerate personal information. So this is pretty critical, and I think people need to fix it immediately. So guys, this is the ending of the Kaboomsec episode. Hopefully you guys liked it, and stay tuned for next episode where we're going to break more bad security. Until next time.